everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I am just about done with my series that I have. It's kind of a double series. I am doing quick and easy summer cards that don't look quick and easy, so nobody will know that it's not really cheating, is it? Because they're still super cute, but they don't take hardly any time at all. In fact, today's is one of the quickest and one of the easiest, and it's so darn cute. But they don't take much time at all, so you don't spend a lot of time making your projects, but whoever you give them to will still think that you took forever, especially if they don't know all of our little stamping secrets, right? All of our crafting things that we can kind of cut corners and make it look like we slaved away on the projects, and them not know. And I'm also, for the month of June, while I do my summer stamping series, I'm featuring the bundles. At least for right now. Towards the end of June, we're going to switch it up a little bit. But for right now, the bundles that are an additional 10% off. So our bundles that are in the catalog or online exclusive bundles are always 10% off. So you can see 10% off. And then right now in June, they're an additional 10% off. So this little bundle I'm doing today is like 20 bucks. It's so sweet, so you're gonna need it. I'm gonna show you a couple that in case you've missed them. These are tutorials that I have recently posted. This one is posted right now. The rest of them I've also filmed today. So in the real world, in my real world today, none of them have posted because I'm on like a filming fury over here. So this is Market Goodness. This one is Lily Pond. The names confuse me. There's duck and lily pond and lake, and but that one is up, and then this one, oops, has glued itself to the other. This one is the fun little TV one. So all of them super quick. You can sit down and be done with all of these cards in less than probably 20 minutes. So because my videos are all 25 minutes, and that's me like talking at the beginning of this, and once I've shown you what to do, then you just copy and you are out of here. But for today, I am going to use the cutest onesie bundle. So a couple things I love about this. One, it's so adorably cute that the dies come in this tiny little folder. So it's a little baby set with a little baby folder. But like I said, it's around, when it's on the additional sale this June, around the $20 price point. So you can't beat that, especially because, you know, we go through seasons. We have just finished wedding season in my family, like where we did wedding and wedding and wedding and wedding, which, you know, was shower, bachelorette party, bachelor party, you know, all the things that went with weddings. And so probably we're going to enter baby season, but you know, for a while we did graduations, like, you know, you go through that. So sometimes you're not in baby season, and so if you're not in baby season, it's great to have a $20 stamp set that's super cute, that won't break the bank, that doesn't take a lot of thought. So when you do need the occasional baby card, you have something that's cute, on trend, and you can just pull it out on the rare occasion that you need it. But if you're in baby season, I'm going to show you, if you're not in baby season, you might not know that Sage baby showers and Sage baby, a couple of years ago, it was brown baby things, like everything baby was brown, and I love browns, and you know, if you follow me, you know, though the brown colors, they're my colors. But brown baby, that's taking it a little far. But Sage right now is in. And so I'm going to show you the cutest little Sage card. If you're planning a baby shower, you could use this little set to make all invitations for one. But the little hanger and the little onesie, you could make really cute cupcake toppers or little game things, or you know, where you pass the things around if you say baby. It could be a lot of fun. The sentiments are great. The font's great. You can put these little, like, you can have buttons on your onesie. I'm going to put a little heart on my onesie. You can have pockets. You could stamp this on paper and have it be a patterned onesie. There's so many things you can do. If you know if it's a boy or a girl, you can do it. I'm just going to do new baby. That way you can stamp some cards and have them ready. So here's the set. The card goes together super fast. I'm going to use pecan, so the brown's still there, because, you know, trends kind of fade in and out. So pecan isn't quite the brown that was in before. But then I am going to use this paper, which is currently, as I film, not available, but it's due back in, I think, next week. It's probably not available because it's beautiful and it's very on trend. Like, it couldn't be any more on trend. So it's called, I think, I should have looked it up without doing it this way. I think it's florals and frames and frames and florals, frames and flowers. So it has sheets of cardstock. They're actually making it in camp and they're going to use one of these pieces. I am going to use, well, I used this piece. This one's awful cute too. It would be cute. I'm just going to do the same one because I'm going fast. I'm trying to get all this stuff done. On a couple of my cards, I have switched them as I've been filming because I wasn't completely obsessed with my first one, and I'm like, I'm just going to change it when I make my second one. I'm completely obsessed with this first one. So we're going to use this little piece here. You can see on this particular piece, these all pop out. Then I was going to stamp my onesie on white, but this card, this paper isn't really white. See, at camp when we do it, these pieces aren't white, so it won't matter as much. It's got like a texture to it. If you've been around for a long time, we used to have naturals cardstock. That's what it reminds me of. So you can see here. So I'm going to pop this piece out of here, and I'm going to stamp my onesie on it. But in camp, I'm going to let them use not the piece that's orange, because that's a lot of orange. This one's fun too, but this one here. And then it comes with all of these. So you could also just put it on a piece of, like, we don't have sage right now, but we have, I'm going to use soft sea foam. I had sage on the brain. You could use, and I'm going to color with Lost Lagoon. You could use Pool Party. You could use, we have a ton of greens. We just don't have one called sage. We did, then just went away, but you can see all the greens in here. You could use any of those and just put the onesie in one of the frames if you wanted to do it. It looks like all the cookies. We just had all the cookies that look like this at all the bridal showers that we just did. So this is why my cards don't take 20 minutes, is because I talk for a long time. So I'm just going to take this tiny little piece here that I just popped out, take my black stamp pad, my teensy tiny little onesie, which isn't as teensy tiny as all the rest of the pieces. This is the largest stamp in this little stamp set. I'm going to stamp it in Memento. Don't want to mess up since this is the only piece I have, and if I flip this over, then we just have white. And then the tiny little heart, but you could put, there's the cloud. I've moved the set. There's a star. You put other things, or you don't have to put anything on the onesie. You can put the buttons, but I wanted that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my new baby on here before I cut this out. I did it opposite the other way, but since my thing's open. So I just put new baby on that. And I am going to color, which is one of the things I try to not do a lot of when I'm doing quick and easy, but this coloring really doesn't count. So I didn't want to really use pink. There's a little bit of pink in the paper, but it's our petal pink, which tends towards a little bit of orange. So I went with the light petal pink, which just kind of shades the heart. And if you prefer to use the star, if you don't know if it's going to be a boy or girl and you're just putting this in your stash, then just use the star. I was more or less just trying to match the paper. And then this is our light Lost Lagoon. And I'm just going to add a little bit too. Oh, and the reason I did anything on the heart, I wasn't going to color it at all. And then I thought about doing Lost Lagoon and just, or even the pecan to match the paper. But I wanted to color the buttons. That was why it started, and I was going to do them in Wild Wheat to make them a little gold. Or the pecan, but then I decided just do it lightly. So I'm going to take, this will be down below the video. I can't remember the name of the dies that this came out. I'm going to run this through my machine. I'm going to do my little hanger, and this is just gold foil, and then I'm going to cut that out in the middle. So I want to put my hanger into my onesie, and you might be thinking, how do I do it? Well, Stampin' Up! Has a little slit that cuts when you put it through the cut and emboss machine. So you just slide it in here and it literally just slides. It's easier. I'm not doing it here. I'm going to do it so I can see it, not you. There we go. And then it just goes in there. And then I found it was easier to just kind of pull that. You can tell that it's centered. Go ahead and grab your dimensionals. Kind of pull that so it's taut. And add your 2 dimensionals to the 2 corners of your hanger, and you're done. And then it's kind of stuck in there, and that will hold that there until we get the rest of the card put together. Let's fold this in half. So I want to put this down in the corner, and I want to add my ribbon. So I kind of thought, I ended up not putting any embellishments on this card. I just really wanted the onesie to be the star of the show. So I'm going to put this here. And then I looked at some different ribbons. Again, I didn't want to have it white. I felt like was competing with the onesie. I wanted the onesie to be the star. I wanted it to have a little bit of organic feel. This, when I tied a bow, was too much. Again, it was competing with the onesie. But I wanted it to have a little bit of the organic feel. So I put the polka dot ribbon on here. Add just a little bit right here to kind of keep it in place. And instead of tying a bow, I added it like this. You need enough on this side. Make it long enough that when you go over, because it's pretty sturdy ribbon, so it needs to have enough that's going to grab over here. So have that ready. Fold this around. Because if you don't have enough here, if you just have a little bit, it's going to pop right back over, because it's some heavy duty ribbon right there. And this, which is this panel that popped out of the designer series paper, is a little bit smaller than a 4 by 5 1/4, so you're going to have a bigger border. And then I took a piece of this about this long and I trimmed it, and then I cut. You can see it's got like pieces, and I cut 2 of them. So you just take this. This is the one I've already used, so 2 are missing. And just cut up. So you have 2. Just slide up there. Just like that. And then you may be able to pull them apart at this point. Yep. Just like that. And now we have a much wispier ribbon. I got a piece of one. I got a half of one from someplace. Get rid of that one. So we just want 2 wispy ones. And now you can lift this up, because remember, I just attached it there. I'm going to put it right to the edge of my rectangle. So now we'll have some wispy tied ribbon. You'll still get to see the polka dots. If I cut the whole thing apart, then you kind of lose the polka dot effect. And at that point, I might as well just use the linen thread. But the polka dots are kind of a baby thing, right? I'm going to tie a knot around here. And again, another reason you want to make sure there was a lot of adhesive back there. Otherwise, this whole thing's going to pop up. Which, if it does, just re-adhere it. In fact, if you find that it's moving, just add a little bit of glue back there. So just give that a good pull. If those are a little long, then just trim them. And then I thought, oh, do I add embellishments? And I opted not to. And then, you know, I love me some embellishments. So I sent it to my daughter, and I'm like, embellishments? And she's like, no, because I wanted the onesie to be the star of the show. And the star of the show it is. Now, the one thing with this card, as long as you use this piece of paper, which there's only 2 in a packet, so you're going to get 2. But they're all going to look exactly the same, because there's no changing it up if you can't move the embellishments, if you can't do anything. But you just get 2, unless you buy more packets of paper. But the only thing they would switch, so at camp they will make theirs. Let me pull this over. And this will be the background. So it's not going to be hugely different. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be a little bit, I think, airier, because that doesn't have quite as many flowers in it. There you go. Super quick, super easy, and completely adorable. So a perfect little set to pick up right now during the bundle sale, just to have on hand if you're not in baby season. But if you are in baby season, you can whip these little, oh, look, dimensional backs everywhere. But you can whip these out and have some baby cards ready to go. Have a great one. Bye.